I don't know if you could read this, but it says 50-meter crater opens up in Baltic Island. Geologists are puzzles over what caused it. And it's coming out of Hamburg. It's got bubble gases coming up out of it. Man, I told you guys what's going on with that stuff. USGS, you better start looking at my stuff, man. If you can't figure this out, then man, you seriously got a brain curve problem going on in your organization. This land's opening up from the piping systems underneath. It's a pressure and weight thing. And when those pipes pop or bulge up, the ground lifts up on top of it. That's why you don't get the P wave and S wave of an earthquake. I showed how that was done in Michigan. Video from Michigan, South Pole melting, land ripping in Texas, pending earthquakes. You guys had a couple yesterday. Spooks with earth changes. Underground, and I was looking at that crack that developed over there in Texas. Same thing happened over here in Michigan. I already got a video. This is a video, land ripping explained in Michigan, Texas, USGS, a mystery. To the geologists, it's a mystery. It's not a mystery to me. Okay? Hi everybody, this is Scott from the Believers Underground. Hey, now I'm going to explain this earth busting, okay, up here in Michigan, so even a 6-year-old can understand it. Yeah, the video that actually has the news report in it. It says USGS, mystery ground opening in Michigan, now Texas too, explained by Bug, GMO pot and cornfield. Because I walked the Kellogg's cornfields and out there in Michigan and stuff, came across a pot plant. You know, but people, can I tell you, man, you know, go back to my old videos. The information links are there. The science is there. It's a new science. I'm trying to explain this to you, man. All right? The road for me over here in Michigan. So let's go look some more.
Courthouse north of Annapolis in 3rd Street, a large unexplained crack runs 200 yards through the family's property. Now, this thing happened around 9 o'clock yesterday morning. The raised at 5 feet, taking trees along for the ride. Some cracks were up to 2 feet wide and 5 feet deep. The house shook, the chair shook, and we checked the line and didn't find that.
Okay, now Connie Art, he's up in Michigan. He went and reported on this and walked the field. And I explained it in the other video what was taking place. This is going to happen globally. These piping systems under the planet are starting to bulge and it kicks up. There was no P wave, no S wave on this one either. You know, it's not an earthquake. I took on this MIT or MET professor on one of my radio shows. Man, he was trying to say it's this, that, and the other. Man, folks, you know, I'm a watchman. If I don't tell you this and explain this to you, then the blood's on my head. Well, you know what? I'm giving you the heads up. I'm telling you. Now, if you don't start doing something about it, the blood's on your own. That's Ezekiel 33, 1 verse 20. Now, I'm getting a lot of people coming over and say, Scott, man, why are you putting these videos on your faves, you know? And I'm looking for all kinds of different things, you know? It's like Dud Sense, you know, he was dealing with the frequencies with that dude. And I'm looking for certain frequencies. I see it as a major weapon. Okay, you know, they've already secured the lower band waves. I mean, you know, this lady put up this vid, you know, and she showed a little bit of Homeboy, but then she went to this other guy, you know. These frequencies were causing like spooks and stuff. Your whole brain is frequencies, okay, going through it. Okay, you start messing with that, man, it's like dropping a hit of acid, man. You can freak out. And there's ways of protecting yourself from it. But I need reports from Dud Sense, from that guy, to help me know what frequencies I'm looking for that's taking place in the earth, all right? And what frequencies can help you prevent yourself from being affected by it. You know, and I ain't talking about a tinfoil hat. I'm talking about something way more important. And you know what, man? I wouldn't underestimate those tinfoil hat dudes. You know, this is a battle for your brain. This is the propaganda show. And they're running hardcore propagandas on you everywhere. And if you think you won the fight, then they won. You know, as a Christian, you go, oh, I believe in Jesus, I'm good. Man, you're supposed to run the race to win. All right? Faith without works is dead. If you think you got the battle licked, you're dead meat. You know, wow. You know, you have a talent and you did nothing with it. Very dangerous stuff. Now, I have people go, Scott, man, you get the science and stuff while you talk about the spiritual side. Because that's me. You know, if you don't understand it, just take that, put it on the shelf. Now, I'm looking at a whole bunch of different things, okay? From these, what do they call them, star children, you know, where this lady puts them under hypnosis and they say they've had contact, you know, and that the hope for humanity, 3D, 5D, whatever. You know, somebody goes, how come you put that up? Man, I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking for things that are going on out there. See, I don't need to go under hypnosis to tell me up for a pup. Okay? And if they're only working in 5D, then I'm a 13 triple D. Now, there's some bad things coming. It ain't going to get any better. Now, I saw them blow the dam yesterday over there in Missouri. Okay, that spread that water out. What your big problem was the food crops. You've already had droughts above there, and now you just wiped out 130 acres of food. You think about that. You know, they're darned if they do, and they're darned if they don't. Now, if they would have left that water there, then it would have triggered New Madrid, too. You know, the Earth's creating new river systems. With it spread out like that, now the pressure goes more over to Texas and more up to Kansas. You know, this is a domino. Now, I had a dream last night. I saw an 8.8 earthquake hit Japan, right outside of Tokyo. Didn't get a date. See, what happens is I take all this information, reports, and numbers, and when they're kind of like a savant or whatever you want to call them. But, you know, I'll go to sleep and they just pinpoint me to an area. And then I'll go back and go through my research and say, hey, wow, looks like a gimme. So, you know, you got like, I don't know, another 15 nuclear power plants sitting over there. You're getting seismic creep on another side, one of their power plants over there, and it's leaking radioactivity now. So you may have another meltdown ready to go over there in Japan. This ain't good, all right? All I'm doing is blowing the shofar. Now you could either listen to the warning or don't. That blood's on your head, not mine. I'm going to tell you. I'll give you the science behind it. I'll give you the predictions. Go back in my old radio shows, man. I'm banging it straight up. So, you know, what can I say, man? Look for the static discharge. Look for the cloud in the sky anomaly. Now, you know, we had a cloud in the sky anomaly over Bakersfield. Bakersfield's sitting under a salt field. You know, it was like the Texas back in the late 1800s or early 1900s. And, you know, that salt is a crystal. It's harder than heck to break. And San Andreas runs for hundreds of miles. It may be a precursor for something to happen down in Los Angeles area. You know, I think the last time we had an event down there of that kind of magnitude on that fault system was late February, warm weather, 1971. I lived through it. Took my bed, went threw it all the way across the house. You know, it was one quake after another, and she may need to release some pressure. So I want you to be aware of that. You know, keep your eyes in the sky, man. See if you're spotting these clouds. You know, but anyhow, man, I love you guys. You know, the Word of God is free. It's there for you to seek Him if you want to. Okay. All the science and research, the time that I put into this, the sacrifices I make are not free. I suck it up hardcore. You know. But, you know, the shofar has to be blown. And the ones that notice that the shofar is being blown, and somebody took the time to research it scientifically over a long period of time to explain it to others, so their blood's not on their head either. Well, I want to jump aboard on this ministry because I'm looking for, you know, a person that, you know, cups their hand and drinks the water. They keep their eyes focused on the battle, because it's a battle for your mind right now, and they're spinning all sides against the middle. Don't let them trick you. Search it out. Get to the heart of the matter. Yeah, and you know what? I count it all joy when I come under attack and stuff. You know, it's happened before in the Old Testament, and they killed Jesus. Nothing new under the sun. But whatever you measure out will be measured back to you, pressed down and running over, good or bad. It's a lot better to walk in love. To Lonnie, my brother, passed away, to his family, you know, I love you guys. You know, be well, man. You know, my heart goes out to you. Information and shock resistance, save your life, save your family. You know, a lot of things are going to be coming, and they're coming faster and faster and faster. It's like, well, no, I don't see it. Look at the earthquake numbers have gone nothing but up over the last 5 years. The tornado numbers have gone nothing but up over the last 5 years. The volcanic activity has gone nothing but up over the last 5 years. Okay, they're all running simultaneously. You think about that when I tell you about post-glacial rebound effect. All right? Look for yourself. I love you very much. Information, shock resistance. Be maximum for love today. I'm praying for you.